There are some places on Earth that seem to be man-made, but we have no idea who really made them or why. There are other places that were made by ancient civilizations so long ago that we do not know if they were made by humans or by some kind of magic. You might not know this, but many ancient cultures built underground cities for their people to live in. But it was unjust because they liked digging holes, or because they had too much dirt on their hands. The reason was usually safety. They built these cities for protection from enemies, natural disasters, and even the end of the world. This one is called Insana, and it's thought to be one of the oldest underground cities in the world. In fact, it was only found by accident in 2008, when someone was digging a hole for a water well. In fact, there are dozens of them here. The most famous one is Kamikli Underground City. Because they're so far below the surface, they're almost completely cut off from the outside world. This means that the temperature and humidity levels stay the same all year round, creating a comfortable environment for exploration. Plus, because there's no natural light, the air is free of pollutants and allergens, making it easier to breathe. And because these underground cities are so secluded, they're also very quiet. You can explore the tunnels and chambers without being disturbed by the noise of traffic or construction. This makes it easier to focus on the task at hand and really appreciate the beauty of your surroundings. Of course, there are also dangers that come with exploring underground cities. The tunnels can be dark and narrow, making it difficult to navigate. And there's always the risk of getting lost. But for those who are brave enough to explore, the rewards are great. The sense of adventure and discovery is unlike anything you can experience on the surface. Just like Derinkuyu, this underground labyrinth is made up of tunnels and rooms carved into the soft rock of the region. Who knows what secrets they might hold? Have you ever heard of any of these underground cities? Would you ever dare to explore one of them? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an exciting episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time. What's interesting about Kamikli is that it dates back to the 7th century BC. This was when the Persians invaded Anatolia. The locals, who were mostly farmers, needed a way to protect themselves and their families. So they started digging tunnels and rooms under their houses. Over time, this turned into a full-blown underground city. It had everything the people needed, including storage areas for food and supplies, as well as places to live and hide. In fact, it was designed in such a way that the residents could easily defend it against any invaders. The entrances to the city are narrow and winding, which made it difficult for enemy soldiers to navigate. Plus, there are traps and false tunnels throughout the underground city, which would have confused any intruders. Over the years, Kamikli was used as a shelter during times of war and unrest. It wasn't until the Ottoman Empire that it was finally abandoned. Today, visitors can explore the tunnels and rooms and learn more about the fascinating history of this underground city. When they hit something hard, they kept digging and eventually uncovered a tunnel leading to a large underground chamber. This led to the discovery of the rest of the city, which was still in remarkably good condition. Since then, archaeologists have been working to uncover the secrets of Insana. They've found things like coins, pottery, jewelry, and even weapons. These artifacts have helped us learn more about the Aramean people and their way of life. But they've also raised more questions than they've answered. For example, we still do not know how the Arameans carved out such a massive underground city without the use of modern tools. We also don't know how they managed to keep their city hidden for so long. If you want to visit Insana for yourself, you're out of luck. The entrance to the underground city is sealed off to prevent further erosion and collapse. It was built by the Arameans, who were a Mesopotamian people who lived in the area around 2,500 years ago. They carved their city out of the sandstone cliffs to protect themselves from the harsh desert winds and the armies of the Assyrian Empire. Archaeologists have found over 4,000 rooms and passages in Insana, and they say it was once home to over 10,000 people. But what makes this place so mysterious is that no one knows exactly what happened to it. One theory is that the Arameans left the city when the Assyrians came to power. Another theory is that it was destroyed by earthquakes or floods. We don't know for sure. What's amazing is that even today we're only finding out about these places. And the ones we already knew about continue to give us secrets we didn't even know we were looking for. And then there are secret underground cities hiding in plain sight. The name of this place is Derinkuyu, and it's located in the middle of a small town in Turkey. Some people think the underground city was used by the Hittites, who are known for building underground shelters. Others think it was first used by early Christians who needed a place to hide from Roman soldiers. Whatever its real history, the residents of Derinkuyu lived there for hundreds of years. But during the Middle Ages, it seems the city was abandoned. It remained hidden until a well was dug nearby and accidentally opened up a hole into the underground network. From then on, the locals knew about the underground city, eventually built houses above it and carried on with their lives. It wasn't until 1963 that archaeologists found out about the underground city. Now people can visit the tunnels and rooms, but much of it is still a mystery. We don't even know what the name Derinkuyu means. Some say it comes from the Turkish word for deep, while others say it comes from the Greek words for cave and dwelling. As explorers continue to search through the underground city, they may find answers to these questions and more. But for now, we can only wonder what secrets Derinkuyu is still hiding. This underground city isn't new, but it's still being explored. So far, researchers have found over 18 stories under the ground. That's more than 60 meters deep and filled with over 20,000 rooms. All of this is connected by a maze of tunnels, much like a giant anthill. But unlike an anthill, it has everything people need to survive. In the deepest parts of the underground complex, there are areas where people can grow plants, raise animals, make tools, and store food. It has schools, hospitals, warehouses, and even churches. The entire city could hold up to 20,000 people. And experts say the underground city could have been home to as many as 50,000 people. Hi, everyone. I'm your host. As we look at some of the most mysterious underground cities that have ever existed, let's start with what could be the largest one on Earth. We don't know exactly when and how Derinkuyu was built, but it probably started around 7,000 years ago. Another underground city that's full of mysteries is located near the city of Aleppo in Syria. What we do know is that Isan wasn't rediscovered until very recently. Now let's go to Cappadocia in Turkey. This is another place where ancient people built underground cities. One of the coolest things about many of these underground cities is their unique atmosphere. If you're looking for an adventure that's truly off the beaten path, consider exploring one of these mysterious underground cities for yourself.